Dear students, today I am going to explain the numericals of the E part of chapter 3. But before beginning the numericals, first we'll write the formula. The first formula is F is equals to G m1 m2 by r square, where m1 and m2 is the mass of the two particles and r is the distance between them. Okay, and other formulas will be same as the equation of motion of the chapter 2, that is v square is equals to u square v is equals to, the first is v is equals to u plus gt, second is h is equals to ut plus half gt square, third is v square is equals to u square plus 2gh. These three formulas will be applicable if the body starts from rest, u is 0, if it comes to rest, v is 0. V is 0. We have the first question. The force of attraction between the two bodies at a certain separation is 10 Newton. F is 10 Newton. What will be the force of attraction between them if the separation is reduced to half? Initially we have the distance r. Then F is equals to G m1 m2 by r square is equals to 10 Newton. But when this r is reduced to half, G m1 m2, in place of r we have r by 2. Then we have to get the force. We have G m1 m2 into 4 upon r square is equals to F. We know that its value is 10 Newton. So we have 10 into 4, that is 40 Newton force. It will be 40 Newton or it will be 4 times. In second question, write the approximate weight of a body. As we know that weight is equals to m into g. If the mass is given, we can get the weight by multiplying g. We know the value of g is 9.8 or approximately it is 10. Next we have third question. Calculate the weight of the body whose mass is 10 kilogram. Get its weight in kilogram force. When we write the weight in kilogram force, then we don't write the value of g. When we write in Newton, then we write the value of g. So in first part, weight is equals to mg in place of m 10g. So it is 10 kilogram force. In second part, in Newton, W is equals to 10. In place of G, we have value 9.8. So it is 98 Newton. This is the weight in Newton. In third part, we have to get the weight. Easily we can get the weight or force. F is equals to mg. In fifth also, we have the force and gravity. We can get the mass. Next, we have the sixth question. The weight of the body on earth is 9.8 and the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. So we can get the weight of the body is 98 Newton. Gravity is 9.8. We can get the mass. Mass is equals to weight upon gravity. With the help of mass and acceleration due to gravity on the moon, we can get the weight. It will be 1/6. 7, 8 are similar as the previous questions. Now we have ninth question. A ball is released from a height, it reaches the ground. If it releases from a height, then initial velocity is 0. Time is 3 seconds and the gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. Find the height. How can we get the height? We have a relation in all these, h, u, gt, second. H is equals to ut plus half gt square. Okay, u is 0, so ut is 0. h is equals to half. In place of g 9.8, t square is 3 square. Let's multiply. This is 4.9 into 9. This is 44.1 meter. In second part, we have to get the velocity with which the ball will strike the ground, means the final velocity. How can we get? We have to get v. So relation between v, u, t and g. V is equals to u plus gt. U is 0, so v is equals to gt 9.8 into 3, that is 29.4 meter per second. Okay, 10th is same as 9th. Now we have 11th question. A ball is thrown vertically upward. It goes to a height 20 meter and returns to the ground. Taking the acceleration due to gravity, g is 10 meter per second square. Find the initial velocity u at which the ball is thrown vertically upward. How can we get the relation between h, g, u? How can we get? We know the third equation of motion. When the ball is thrown vertically upward, then in place of acceleration we have retardation. So v square is equals to u square minus 2gh, and at the height from where it returns, the v is 0. U square minus 2 in place of g 10, h is 20. So u square is equals to 400. So u is equals to 20 meter per second. In second part, the final velocity of the ball on reaching the ground. The initial velocity will be 0. When it returns, we have to get the final velocity. The same formula will be applicable. V square is equals to u square, but here we have the acceleration 2gh. V square is equals to 2, it will be 0. G is 10, h is 20. So v square will be 20 meter per second. And the total time of the journey. First get the time at which it reaches to the height 20 meter. How can we get the time? As we know that h is equals to ut minus half gt square. Okay, or v is equals to u minus gt also you can apply. V is equals to u minus gt. In first condition, v is 0, u is 20, minus g is 10, and time you have to get. So 10t is equals to 20. So t is equals to 2 seconds. 2 seconds it will take to reach the ground, and again it will take 2 seconds to return the ground. So the total time is 2 plus 2, it is 4 seconds. The other numericals are also same as the numericals which you have solved in C part of chapter 2, that is equation of motion. So try to solve up to the last question. If you have any queries, then you can ask. Thank you.